The first card you have for your past is the Moon. So I'm actually seeing this card can be a bit emotional. It can be about, your internal feelings. So I'm seeing I'm seeing a bit of an emotional roller coaster actually in this card. I'm not seeing huge ups and downs or anything like that, but this is like a strange feeling. It's like deep down you knew at this time that whatever you were doing was on the right track. You knew you were doing the right thing with something, whatever this was that you were doing. It was some big path you were on, I'm seeing. And I'm seeing that you had external influences, things outside of yourself, outside of your feelings, pointing to, showing you that you were doing the right thing. So you kind of knew that in your mind. And you could see outside of yourself that things were working as you went along. But on the inside, I'm seeing that you were going through a lot of doubts at this time, a lot of ups and downs. The lobster on this card, he's heading up the right path. He's heading in the right direction. He's progressing up this path, upwards. So he's not going back. He can't go back. He can only go one way. He doesn't want to go back into the water, into the depths of these feelings, back where he wasn't happy. He's going upwards. But he's travelling past this dog and this wolf in this card. And, obviously, when he travels past this dog and this wolf, he's going to be hearing a lot of horrible barking and howling and all sorts of horrible noise in his ears. So it's like you were heading up in the right direction. You were heading up this path. You knew you were in the right direction. You knew you were going up the right path. But you might have had some voices in your head barking and howling at you, almost telling you that, you shouldn't be doing this. Maybe you're not good enough, you can't do this, maybe this is wrong, la 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 la, what if this happens, what if this goes wrong? All these kind of voices in your head, almost trying to talk you out of things. And this is what was giving you these up and down kind of feelings. So I'm seeing that you were doing it anyway. You were like this lobster, you're going up this path, you couldn't go anywhere else, you had to. But it didn't feel easy for you, it didn't feel comfortable for you. You felt quite up and down emotionally while you were doing this. So the next card you have for your past is death. So yes, this is this transition. That's what death is all about, or the death card. It's about a transition that has to happen from one life path or one time in your life to another completely different time in your life. A complete change. That's what this is all about. And this is the death card. It means, a change that you actually had to go through. There was nothing else about this. You couldn't get out of it. You couldn't go any other way. When death comes, it is final and it happens. You can't do anything about it. If you look at this card, there are people in front of it kind of kneeling down, bowing down, trying to kind of kneel down in front of this death horse and this, death. They can't do anything about it. It's inevitable. So yes, there were times when you felt quite scared and, you wanted to kind of go against what you knew you had to do. But, you couldn't. You had to keep on going down this path. There was nothing you could do about it. You felt compelled that this is what you had to do. I'm seeing that in the future you're going to look back on this time and you're going to see why this all happened, and you're actually going to wonder why you were so worried. Both of these cards, the Moon and the Death card, have these two watchtowers with a path running in between these watchtowers. And the Moon card, you can see them obviously. In the Death card, these two watchtowers are right near this horse's head. So, if you were up in a watchtower, you'd be able to look down and you'd be able to see everything, the whole landscape, the whole picture, everything that's going on. It's a bit like when you're up in an aeroplane and you look out the window, you can see everything. You can see the whole landscape, but when if you're on the ground, you wouldn't be able to see that. So yes, you can see everything, and that's what's going to happen in the future. You're going to be able to look back and see that this was all right. You can see where you went, and you can see what everything was leading you to. But at this time, of course, you couldn't see what was up ahead of you. And all I could say is I know that you're on the right track. You know that you're on the right track because you're compelled to go on this track, or you were at this time. And I'm seeing that the universe was putting you on this track because there were things in your mind telling you, oh, maybe I can't do this, maybe I shouldn't do this. There might have even been people around you saying, don't do this, don't do that. You could not do anything else. You had to be on this track. You had to do this. You were compelled to do this. And that's what the death card is. There's no going back. You have to move forward. And you'll realize this in time when you look back. You'll see that all of these things were leading to the right thing, which is going to happen to you eventually. So the last card you have for your past is the 10 of Wands. What I'm seeing here is obviously this card is about pressure, about burdens. I'm seeing a lot of pressure coming from people surrounding you. And a lot of these people were actually well-meaning. They meant the best for you, but they didn't quite understand you properly. I'm seeing two specific people. Now I'm seeing they wanted what's best for you. They cared for you. They still do care about you. They didn't quite... they didn't quite understand what was going on with you properly. Not just physically, not what you were doing physically in the physical world, but mentally and spiritually. They didn't quite understand you. They didn't understand these changes that you were going through, and they didn't understand a lot of motivations behind what you were doing and a lot of things about you generally. It could have felt like a bit of a battle trying to explain things to these people. I hope this is making sense. It's almost like you had to leave these people behind spiritually in a way, and you probably just had to let go of the explaining. Maybe you had to explain this to them. I feel like this for this reason. I'm doing this for this reason. I want to do this. This is how I'm feeling. This is what... And you had to keep explaining and re-explaining. But, there was really no point in explaining, because I don't think these people really understood, and I don't think they ever will, really. So I'm just getting this... I'm getting a bit of a lonely feeling around this card, actually, as well. I don't mean this to be negative, but it's like you were trying to find more like-minded people, and to do that, you had to kind of let go of having some deep relationships with certain people because they didn't quite understand you. And these are people from your past. They might be still around you. They might still be talking to you. But again, this is another thing, another part of this process that wasn't easy. It gave you a really kind of uneasy feeling, and that's the feeling I was seeing in the Moon card again. So the first card you have, your present, is the 8 of Wands. I'm seeing someone who, I'm seeing someone in this card who definitely wants to talk to you. Now, they have been talking to you. They are still talking to you. This person's definitely interested in you, probably romantically, most definitely. They might be being a bit subtle for you, too subtle for Aries. Aries probably needs someone to kind of bash them in the head with the information sometimes. This is probably someone who you know very well. This is someone who you're already talking to. They're already talking to you, or they've spoken to you a lot in your past. I'm seeing that they probably still are speaking to you because there are a lot of wands in this picture, a lot of communication. And these wands are flying through the air like arrows. So there's a lot of conversation going on. But what I'm seeing is these arrows, these wands, are flying over the house that's up on a hill. So this person sees a home with you. They'd like to have a home with you, but they can't quite get there. This is something they'd aspire to. This is something they'd aspire to have, a home with you, something with you, a future with you. And I say aspire because if you look at this house, it's up on a hill. It's a tiny house in the bottom left-hand corner. It's up on a hill. And if you went to get to this house up on a hill, you'd have to climb, or you'd have to work very hard to get up to that house. So that's what they're doing. They're working very hard to get this with you, this future or this home or this kind of relationship with you. They're putting a lot of work in terms of talking to you, but these ones aren't landing on the house. They're going right over the house. So whatever they're saying, whatever these subtle things they're saying to you, are going right over your head. Now, obviously, I can see that, it's not obvious to you that this is how they're feeling. This person does have feelings for you, but they talk to you a lot, I'm seeing, but how they're feeling isn't getting through to you. So the next card you have, your present, is the Fool. So yes, and the Fool is Aries, obviously. So you might be just too focused on this path and where you're going, because your head is in this a lot. Your head is really, oh, where am I going? I have to do this, but I don't know if this is what I want, and I'm really stressed, but I have to do this. It's this kind of thing going round and round in your head. So you've got so much going on inside your head, you might not really be noticing the way this person's feeling, and beyond just speaking to them, because they're just speaking to you. And yes, you're in the middle of a huge journey. That's what I'm seeing, a huge change in your life. There are a lot of things that are going to kind of be going on around you that you might not even be noticing. And even though you're moving forward, it's kind of, you're not focused on whatever's going on around you. You're focusing on that moving forward and getting to where you want to go. I'm seeing that, yes, even though you're on the right path, this journey is actually opening up some old memories for you and some old feelings for you as well. So even though you're pushing forward, you're looking back in your thoughts and your feelings some of the time as well. And this happens quite often when people move on from an old life into a new life, or an old thought process or philosophy into a new one. Quite often they can have a kind of a rebirth, and when their lives flash before their eyes, old things that have happened in the past flash before their eyes. And I'm seeing the death card as well when people are about to die, or they're having an accident or something. This sounds very depressing. I don't mean it to be, but I'm seeing a lot of old things from your past flashing before your eyes. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not saying you're going to die, please don't think that. Yes, not many people go through these kind of big changes. You're one of the people who are going through this big change. And I feel as if I need to keep on telling you this. Try not to let this stress you. This is a process, and you need to go through this process. You're on the right path, and you're coming to the right thing. At the end of this, you will find out that you have been on the right path. This is the right way for you to go. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have, your present, is the 8 of Swords. So yes, this is this person who is very interested in you, who's talking to you. They might be feeling a bit, or more than a bit, frustrated actually. I'm seeing they already have feelings for you, so they can't go back to feeling nothing. They can't go backwards. That's impossible. They already have these feelings for you. They can't go backwards. They also feel like they can't move forward with you either, so they're kind of stuck in the middle. It's like they're feeling as if they're not quite getting anywhere with you. They talk to you a lot, and whoever this is, I keep on seeing, they keep talking to you, but they feel as if they can't come and just tell you how they feel. They can't come out and tell you for some reason. They can't see how they're going to be able to do that, because this woman's blindfolded. She can't see how she's going to get herself out of this situation. They might be afraid of rejection. They might be afraid of what you're going to say to them. I don't know why, but they have some idea that they can't just come out and say. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Hermit. So you're definitely still going to be on this path. This is going to be the right path for you. And yes, you have a lot of physical goals that you're trying to achieve. You're trying to get somewhere in your career. You're trying to get somewhere in wherever you're going. But, the universe also has other goals for you on top of this that you can't see. I'm seeing the universe has spiritual goals for you. So you're going to be growing spiritually without even meaning to. This is just going to happen to you. Now, when you have this spiritual growth, it's going to be a time of slowing down for you. It can be very, very hard for Aries to slow down and listen to what the universe is telling it. Aries, I'm like that as well. I want to kind of rush ahead, move ahead, get things done, do all these things, be determined. But there are going to be times where the universe is going to say to you, slow down and stop and listen to yourself, just contemplate things. Now, these are going to be times where you're going to be feeling very tired. There are times where you're going to be like, I just feel so tired. I can't do anything. Maybe I have a headache and I can't get up and go. I just have to lie down. That's all I can do. I can't do anything else. So that's when you're going to have to contemplate. This is the universe telling you, this is time to rest. This is time to catch up in your mind, in your head, and this is when you're going to have these thoughts that are going to help you spiritually. That's what I'm seeing. It's going to happen to you whether you want it or not. That's what I'm seeing. Now, yes, you're going to be forced to slow down at times. That's what I'm seeing. Also at these times, I'm seeing again, which is what I was seeing in the Fool card, you're going to be forced to confront a lot of old feelings that you've had. It's not going to be fun to go through this, but it's important that you do go through this so you can grow and move upwards. The man in this card, you know, the hermit in this card, he's walking along a cliff or along a mountain alone, just like the Fool, except now he's wiser. So you've been through the process of the Fool and now you're the hermit. So it's the Fool who's older, who's learnt a lot from his mistakes. That's who you're going to be at this time. You're going to be working through these memories. You're going to be working through all of these internal feelings for a reason. Now, again, this is going to be painful at times. You wouldn't be able to grow if there wasn't any pain, and you probably don't want to hear that when you're going through it, but that's what I'm seeing. So yeah, I'm just explaining what's happening. Aries are impatient. They don't like to slow down, but this is what you're going to be forced to do. Yes, that's what I'm seeing in the Hermit. So the next card you have for your future is the Page of Pentacles. I'm seeing this as a relationship, not a love relationship. This is probably a friendship. This is a practical relationship that you have with someone. So by a practical relationship, I don't mean you're with someone for their money or anything like that, or to use someone. What I mean by that is there's a friendship where this person helps you out practically, maybe in your career, maybe in other areas, and you help them as well. So it's like a mutual help. Practical help in this friendship. I'm seeing they help you in practical areas, on higher levels, on career, things like that. They give you really good ideas. They also help you on mundane levels as well. So they might help you move things. They might help you move house or move things inside and out of your car or something like that. I am seeing this person actually moving things, carrying things for you. There are some areas, I keep on seeing your career or something around your career where they actually have a lot of knowledge and they can help you in your career. Now you can also help them in their career. You can also help them. That's what I'm seeing. They're going to be giving you a lot of important advice at this time. I think this person was in your last reading actually, but yes, they're still here. They're obviously a very big part of your life. The last card you have, your future, is the Wheel of Fortune. I'm actually seeing an offer coming into you. It's not going to come into you at this time, but you might know about this offer at this time, maybe just in a kind of an abstract level. So it's like, I hope that makes sense. What I mean by that is this is like, it's like a what if level. It's like you know about this thing, this opportunity, you're thinking about it. You don't know everything about it. You're just thinking, or you're going to be thinking, if I consider this, how will that impact on my life? What will I have to do? Will I have to move? Will I have to do this? All of that kind of thing. Now, you're weighing things up. You're going to be weighing things up in your mind at this time. Now, this is going to be something that is going to be made to you. This is going to be an offer. I'm seeing a contract around this offer. Now, obviously, this is only going to be for a few people. I'm seeing this very specifically. Now, this contract is going to have... Okay, what I'm seeing is, as Aries, we quite often see things as right or wrong, good or bad. Either we want it or we discard it. It's that kind of thing. Don't be that way around this contract. What I'm seeing is there are going to be a whole lot of things in this contract. You're going to be looking at it. There are going to be things that you do like in this contract, and there are going to be things that you don't like in this contract. Don't think of it as, I don't like those things in my contract, I won't sign it, or if it's all perfect, I will sign it. You can negotiate the things that are not good or that you don't like in that contract. You can say to whoever this is, I like this, this and this, but I'm not happy with this and this. Can I change this to that? Can I negotiate this bit here? You can both come to an agreement somewhere in the middle where you're both happy with whatever's in that contract. It's like the Wheel of Fortune comes to you and it spins around, it kind of goes up and down and up and down. So I'm seeing you might be negotiating backwards and forwards with this. So please don't just throw this out if you're not happy with everything. Of obviously go through it very carefully, make sure you're happy with everything. But the things that you aren't happy with, I can see that you're going to be able to negotiate and fix until you are happy. Obviously, don't sign it unless this is something you want to do, obviously. But I am seeing that it's not just a case of being right or wrong around this thing. I hope this is going to make sense to you.